Hey, what's good guys, Biscuits here, back at it again with another video, and right now it is currently January of 2021, or it is when this video comes out. But anyway, since it's a brand new year, I figured I'd do a brand new tour of Le Room. But yeah, so I grew the collection pretty reasonably this year, despite things. And yeah, I can't wait to show off to you guys how it has grown throughout the year, so let's just get right to it. Now, before I start, I should probably address the elephant in the room, which is this. But yeah, since I'm technically living with family, I am limited to one room of personal space, so this is technically going to be a tour of my bedroom, gaming room, living room, and office, so yeah, let's start off with the bed. It's a nice bed. Moving on. Now, this is my calendar, and it's not really too interesting, besides the fact that, as you can see, you can put your own images in here to go ahead and, you know, theme everything around it. And as you can see, I put up Persona 5, mostly because I'm a massive Persona tard. But yeah, so I can pretty much put in whatever images I want. I can do Final Fantasy, I can do Mario, other games. But yeah, I like this thing, and I usually change it every month, so yeah, I'm thinking next month I'll do Final Fantasy for probably obvious reasons. And here's my PC setup. As you can see, I actually managed to upgrade the desk and chair because previously it was really cramped and really uncomfortable. So now I can actually game in somewhat decent quality. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't upgrade any technology, as you can see. But yeah, I really like how this desk is. It's much bigger, more space to at least spread out a little bit. The only issue is that it's a little cramped now that I have this big desk chair in here, but it's pretty easy to get into, so once I'm in there, it really isn't that tight. And here's my nightstand. Now, there isn't really anything interesting besides my Echo Show 5, which I only got because it was $45, but yeah, I don't want to keep this too cluttered because I typically have to put my glasses if I wear them here, or I like to sometimes just keep my remotes out, so try and keep it as non-cluttered as possible so I can clutter it up with other things. If that makes sense, good. But up here is one half of my amiibo collection. It's the neglected half, as you can probably piece together. Yeah, I haven't really grown this part of the collection too much this year, mostly just because I've been focusing most of my efforts on that one, which we'll get to later. But yeah, I have grown this one at least somewhat. I've gotten a couple amiibo and a few amiibo. Let's move on. Well, let's just move on. And here's where I typically spend most of my time gaming, which I actually got a nice little upgrade because I got this to hold all my consoles. But it's actually not a console holder, it's, as you can probably see, a record player holder, and I don't have a record player, so consoles were the next best option. The only issue with this is actually the fact that one of the wheels isn't actually attached, so it's a little bit wobbly, but otherwise if I don't like to alter it too much, it's not really going to do anything bad. But at least I got this glass door where I typically keep my current gen consoles because they have wireless controllers. And yeah, over here I typically keep some of my older consoles minus the Switch, just because, you know, many of them have like ports for controllers in the front, so it doesn't make too much sense to put them in the case. And I want to make them easily accessible in case I want to plug them in, because I don't want to make this more of a fire hazard than it really is. But yeah, overall it's a great setup. I actually enjoyed playing here a lot, really, and I really don't know how to end this segment. I didn't really think about that too much, so why don't we just bump over to the case. Now, this is my glass case, which I don't really know what to do with right now. I think I want to go ahead and put in more statues you'd probably get with collector's editions and whatnot, but there's one major problem with that. You see, they require a lot of money, and I don't have a lot. So right now it's kind of just collecting space, but someday I'll probably throw in a lot more figurines and collectibles and more rare-ish stuff in here to put on display. And up here is just a bunch of random knickknacks and my two Smash Bros. Posters, the one I got when I went to the Smash demo, and the one I got from GameStop when I picked up the game from pre-ordering it. So, yeah, they look really nice together, though I kind of wish at least this one had the logo in front of it, or this one had their logo in the corner, but I can't really be mad. I got these for free, and they look really nice, so yeah. I don't really know how I feel about this part. So yeah, this is my collection of Kirby plushes, which I have just let grow continuously without really trying to check it, so it's just been growing a lot recently. So, and I don't really want to stop collecting for it because I kind of find it funny seeing the overflow come in. Actually, something I really want to do is get a futon couch and just put it here or there and move my desk over here. But the only problem is that thing, because I don't know where I would put it, because any couch I would want, I would have to at least move that somewhere, and, well, I don't really have too much room, as you can see. So, yeah, it'll probably just be something I'll do when I inevitably move out in a few years. And if I do, well, that's where these bad boys will go. Anyways, let's move on a little bit further to the corner. I actually got this part recently, which is just a storage drawer you can find at Target, but as you can see, it's where I keep my loose cartridges for my handhelds, mostly just because, well, keeping them in a tin or lying around is not really a smart idea, so organizing is nice. I have some Game Boy Advance and Game Boy cartridges in here, and there's Broly, sup? And here is the highlight of my collection, the corner, where I keep a lot of my stuff. So I'll probably just go segment by segment, just kind of show off everything, give my thoughts about it, rather than go completely into detail about every specific thing in here. So let's start off over here. This is the part that actually saw a lot of growth this year, my manga collection. Yeah, originally I only had like, what, 4, 5, and as you can clearly see, there is more than 5 here, and yeah, currently I was mostly trying to get a good variety, different, like, you know, series in total, but around now I'm starting to go more for just one series, as you can maybe tell which one I'm trying to collect all the volumes for, but yeah, I'm pretty glad with the growth I've done with this part, and I still want to grow it more, though I might slow down now, just so I can spend more time focusing on this. Moving on up, we got my PlayStation collection, which is the, console series that's probably seen the most growth overall. And over here is my very small Sega collection with my one Genesis game and my one Saturn game that's not even from America, so I couldn't even play it if I got an American Saturn unless I mod it, so yeah. But yeah, I got a lot of good games here. I honestly love pretty much everything in here. I try and focus mostly on the quality rather than quantity. I don't want to just get Madden for like Madden 07 or whatever, just for the sake of having a huge collection. I want to keep everything quality-wise pretty good, so I try and, you know, focus on that. It's expensive, but I'm happy. I look at this and I feel proud rather than just feel kind of disgusted for having tennis. Moving on up, this is just a counter with a few random knickknacks here. My Ho-Oh that I actually built and whose stickers don't want to stick to it, unfortunately, and a piranha plant. Moving on, here is my Xbox collection, nothing too much to say, and my Nintendo collection, which is the largest overall. And, yeah. As you can see, I have two Yoshis representing both Nintendo and Xbox, and I actually want to get some to represent PlayStation and Sega. I think there's a dark blue and a light blue I can go with, so whatever order I choose to represent each one, who knows, but I'll probably get those eventually. And moving on up, we have this little bundle of stuff. It hasn't really changed too much. Mine has a few things, so I'll just keep this brief. As you can see, I have the box for my Super Mario Odyssey Switch bundle with the red Joy-Cons, which I am mad that I actually had to go ahead and replace with those stupid orange and purple Joy-Cons, because I really love the color scheme of this one, but, you know, these things have been through a lot, so it kind of made sense to upgrade them eventually. I'm just glad that I didn't have to upgrade them because these were just broken in half and whatnot. And here's my Mario Game & Watch, which is, it's alright. I mean, it's a fun little gimmick. I mean, the audio isn't that great, and the controls feel a little weird, but I think overall I find this kind of fun. It's just a nice little part to add to the collection overall, which I actually keep over here, and keep my Handhelds. I don't know if you can tell because I have a favorite color for Handhelds. It is black. I have a PS Vita, I have a Game Boy, I have a new Nintendo 3DS, and I got an original Nintendo 3DS. So, yeah, overall I like this, but I want to get more. I want to get a PSP someday, but that'll be dependent on how soon I can come across one for a reasonable price. Anyways, though, moving on up is probably the highlight of my collection, the amiibos for Smash Brothers. Yeah. I think I'm mostly done. I think I have like 20 left overall, including, you know, the Miis and more, so it's gonna be a while till I can finish this, but I think it's coming along really great. I sort them pretty much by the series, so as you can probably tell. And yeah, it's currently resting on styrofoam. I really should get cloth for this, and the one over there. And I'm probably gonna go with a white cloth, mostly just to contrast my very, very dark furniture. But yeah, that's really all there is to this. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it, and that's where I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the video for now. I hope you all like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and to the rest of this year, my friends.